Hello again. Just to save myself from hurting my hands a little bit too much, let's just swap over to something a little calmer for the rest of the night. Which in this case, we'll just do a little bit of Powerwash Simulator. Now you'll have to forgive me while I get the basic stuff going, but should be okay, since this game is relatively calm anyways, so... Although audio is probably something I should balance, isn't it? This... probably about here, once we start washing. So let's see. Showing dirt, soap nozzle extension, equip, rotate nozzle. Probably helpful. Pick up pieces, rotate things, sprint. Okay, that's not too bad. So, Powerwash Simulator. I think it's fairly straightforward what you need to do with this one, but I'm going to be blocking UI no matter what I do, huh? Oh, that's incredibly loud still. Noted. Ambient noises are quiet. Power washing in and of itself is going to be loud no matter what you do. Nope. I guess the... Whoops, not that. I guess the rims are going to be their own thing, so that makes sense. Now, how much of the tires will I need to clean is the question. Where those get dinged off. We need to... There we go. Just gotta get every little angle. Which is fine. There we go. And I'm going to assume we don't exactly have a ton of nozzles right now, right? Oh, no, we do. Okay. I didn't think we would actually have a wide fan. Let's just try green. Because we're doing a van, we may as well just kind of get as much of a swath on it as we possibly can. And this will also give me a chance to actively catch up with chat, so hopefully you've been doing okay so far. Also still seems way too fucking loud. This... Options... Where's audio? Water volume? Probably don't need the water to be as loud. Up. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit more manageable. Oops. There we go. Door is good. Now, the glass. Oh, we actually need that much pressure to get that off on the glass. Okay. No, not that button. That's not too bad. There we go. Ah, okay, 20%. We're getting there. But the one thing that is at least noticeable with Powerwash Simulator is just how much, or how badly everything just seems to be, because it almost seems like everything is just completely covered in mold. And I'm not sure how a van can actually get that bad. But I guess this is a good way to at least start off, is by cleaning your own vehicle. So, let's just see what we can do. And hopefully everyone's having a good night so far at the very least. I do at least try to keep calm while doing everything, and admittedly I did keep it together during Touhou at the very least, but if I'm not going to injure myself, I probably should just keep an eye on that. There we go. The van was dredged out of the river. That would do it. That'd actually do it. And thank you, Leah, for the Powerwash lore. I know you've already gone through this game a substantial amount. So I'm sure you know all the hidden secrets and how many babies we had to sacrifice to actually get this thing out of the river in the first place. Also, green definitely seems to be a problem. There we go. I'm gonna assume there's stuff up here that's causing that. No? Is it just counting the window? Oh, I guess it is. Cool. It's not really hidden, it's right in the job description. So then that's what I get for not reading then, which is sounds about right for me, to be honest with you. Oops. There we go. So I should probably just make sure to actively read over those things. I figured it was mostly flavor text, but that's fine. Let's see. Oh boy, I've forgotten what the button is to pick shit up already. That's to rotate stuff. Oh. It is E? Is it not E? It's F? How do I grab you? Oh, there we go. Put you there. I don't quite need to get on top just yet. But we'll get used to the controls in time. And thankfully this will kind of fill up the time for us for the last little chunk, so we can at least go the 4 hours. And then Saturday at midnight, I'm not 100% certain who we could hit. But we'll have to see. At the very least, the paint job is still pretty decent on the van for being in the river for so long. Like, you'd think at least some of it would wash out a little bit. Oh boy. I'm losing my voice again. Okay. That's alright, though. Nope. That's the button I want. There we go. Let's see. There's a removals van outside my nightmare neighbor's place. They're finally going. Whoever moves in there is going to need a quality pressure washer. Well, glad that we have already got someone trying to get business for us already. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. The body is still pretty bad, but I'm going to assume the roof is a part of that. Yeah. And door. There we go. Oh. Wing mirror is its own thing. Oh yeah, that mirror is just filthy. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna assume the body is just gonna flash the entire van once we're actually done with it. Which I feel like that's gonna be pretty satisfying at the very least. Now let's see. All the crap on the top gonna be fairly easy to get off? Apparently so. It's not too bad at all. Hey, you gonna go with that business name, or do you need me to think something up? I am Numinal? I thought up Grouting Thomas for that Tyler, and she never looked back. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what Harper has. On reflection, Bonnie Tyler might have been a better fit. Bonnie Tyler. Well, that would at least be a regular name, so that would work. Let's see. Assuming Windshield's got its own thing. That's not too bad. Nope. Up. Ah, that's what I was missing. Okay. That's not too bad. Just take it nice and slow, and we'll be good. We'll have our business up and running in a moment. Then we can actually get the major things washed. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nasty. That counts as the hood, I'm assuming. There we go. There we go. That light's good. That light's good. That light's good. Body's good. Get down here. Oh. Okay. So it's just hidden, like, right in the cracks here. Probably on the underside, if anything. There we go. Get rid of all that nasty stuff. Now, how much of the grill... There we go. Let's see. The bumper and one of the tires, which... Oh. Did I seriously not have that done yet? Ah. Alright, and which tire exactly do I need to clean? The back one? Oh, okay. There we go. Let's see, extra cleaning. Okay, this is Extraordinary Dr. Powerwash. I've got your details in the friend Harper. I could really do with a hand at my place when you're free. Okay. And van looks good. Be fine under the grime. I've pinged you the $100 left over from what you gave me, so that should help you off the ground. Also just met my new neighbor over the fence. Oh, I did not have enough time to read that because I read a little bit too slowly. Okay. Oh yeah. Right, you mentioned before, but the play-by-plays actually have you shown in them now, so that's pretty nice. Although, a little bit jank if the stepladder wasn't shown, but that's fine. Let's see here. I believe it mentioned we have cleaning liquids available? Let's see. Rapidly removes all dirt type from glass. All dirt from metal. I'm gonna assume it's probably just safe to... Oh no, some of these are temporary. Okay. I mean, we're not exactly speedrunning this, so... that should be fine. Turbo nozzle. Let's see. Improves range while still being able to use quite close to surfaces. Cannot be used when close to a surface. Used with cleaning liquids to rapidly cut through all dirt types. Turbo nozzle. Can't buy that? I'm going to assume you need like the first version of it first and then I'll let you buy that. Interesting. Actually, a lot in there. Then power washers. Light duty, medium, heavy, professional. That is $5,000 for a pressure washer. That's a little much. But I guess we're going to be saving up for the medium duty one. At least in terms of the pressure washers themselves. That's just glamour. Don't really need glamour. Then custom glove styling. Don't really need those yet. And I don't see the point of those, so it might just be better to grab these. While maintaining maximum pressure. That's probably okay. And then range while still being able to be used quite close to surfaces. Let's just grab that one. For now. Then we'll just save the rest of the money for later. Now, do I need to equip it is the question. Oh, Jesus, Kenny. That's a bit of a wall. Is this thing on? Hello? Oh, good it is. So I was running some speed tests with the ship, and I may have got caught in the moon gravity. Certainly not a good thing. Good. Now I learned the ship does not have enough power to get out of gravity well, but now the ship does not have enough to even slow in the descent. The ship... Let's see, this ship is wrecked and I'm stuck on the moon. Please send help. Well, sorry you're stuck on the moon, Kenny, but at the very least, you can jump around a little bit while you're there. Nope. Let's see here. I guess let's just do that. Hope you like a challenge. The garden's pretty good. Start job. Yeah, you can have some fun just hopping around on the moon. Nothing inherently wrong with having that at the very least. And then you can see what rabbits are actually on the moon, just because I know there's going to be a good amount of them there. They all just like to stay hidden, so they definitely take a little bit to actually come together. Really have to clean each rock individually, huh? Okay. Let's see. Nozzle. So that's technically a nozzle we can use. Oh, it's this one. It's the precision one. Okay. That seems not super helpful. At the moment, at the very least. Yeah, and turning it doesn't do anything. Oh well. Good to know it's there. There we go. What do you do? You're also pinpoint. Don't quite need that. Let's just go to yellow. I think a lot of people kind of like the yellow anyways. I'm debating if I'm running out of air is better fate than telling my NCO, Naval Commanding Officer, I think. What happened? All things considered, it's probably safer to just talk with your Naval Command Officer. Just because I'm assuming that... Oh, there we go. It's probably better to just let them know of what's going on than having to worry about having to deal with them later once you're back. Also, what? Does count all that too. Okay. Fair enough. Close. NCO is non-commissioned officer. Okay. I guess that's close to what I was saying, but yeah. Always good to just kind of pay a little bit more attention to those ranks. Sadly, I know more about modern military settings than I do the naval, but... Oh, it actually gave it to me? Cool. Now let's see. Should we do this first? Oh, no. I would like to walk if at all possible. There we go. How's the night been going? Night's been going alright so far. Admittedly, we were playing Touhou before, but it seemed like it'd be a little bit better to not completely destroy my hands on Saturday night. So I think what we'll end up doing is roughly 3 hours of Touhou on Saturday nights from now on. And then we can work on just building up the stamina on that. Since, all things considered, Touhou is going to be a rough game no matter what we do. This is very much a Jude game. Admittedly, yeah, Powerwash is just kind of simple and relaxing. If I recall, there might be a radio I could turn on to actually do this, but for now it's just kind of nice, simple, back and forth. Just enjoy the hypnotic rhythm of the power washer as we go through the motions. Oh, I missed a little bit. There we go. I can see you sticking 1,000 hours in this game. Probably not 1,000 hours, but I could probably stick a healthy amount of time into this. Because I don't think there's that much content to stick that much time in. And I don't think the multiplayer really skips, or the multiplayer adds that much time. But it can be fun to try doing these maps with multiple people, just to see how quickly you can actually do it. Let's see, though. I'm still decently good. let's just clean off the fence first, since that's just back here. And we'll kind of work our way up. Much better. There's a multiplayer? There is multiplayer to Powerwash Simulator now, yeah. It's just in beta at the moment, but from what I've seen, both from just looking through the menus and seeing folks like Leah play it, it does kind of look like you can play completed maps with friends who have also completed the map. There we go. Let's see here. I think that's everything. Nope. The post? Nope. Need to do it this way. Maybe this way specifically? There we go. And then the post. Ah, there we go. Having the marker for how much you still need to clean on it is very helpful. There we go, all of that. Ever wanted to own a company with your best friend that you absolutely despise? I mean, if they're your friend, you probably shouldn't despise them. And if you do despise your friend, then you may want to just find a better friend. But all things considered, like, having a company with your friend isn't inherently a bad thing. It's mostly just managing it with a friend can get a little bit problematic, depending on your viewpoints on how you should both run a business. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, the patio's gonna encounter a lot of stuff. Alright, well, let's just go back and clean off all the rocks. It'll be nice to do. And I guess strafing while crouched is probably the best way we're going to get with that, so that works. We still good on the edging? Yeah, we're good. Alright. Now to clean the stepping stones. And we'll do the other end of the trim, because that trim goes for a long while. So, okay, that is just the trim going. I thought it was my stepladder for a second, and I was like, how is my stepladder dirty? I haven't even done anything with it yet. Except for that one little trip with the van. Oh. Need to clean Fido's house, too. Sorry, Fido. Your house is also grungy. And it's a shame everybody had to pull everything out of a lake to actually have it, but... Let's see. I'm assuming the bowl is its own thing. Yep. That makes sense, the bowl is its own thing. Doggy door is good. If the front counts as its own thing... No, the front does not count as its own thing. Okay. And then, assuming my timelines work correctly, this will probably take us to the end of the 4-hour mark. So we'll have to do a little bit of work in here before we finish up, but that's fine. Oops. Right, little Fido home, so I guess it would make sense that we kind of need to crouch to reach most of it. There we go. Make things a little bit easier. Also, if I recall correctly, don't we have... Yeah, we have an extension. Oh yeah, and we can see our hands. I forgot that we actually had hands. About to say, like, we should at least have something that helps us to make this a little bit easier on us. And that should be it on that side. And we just gotta do this side and then we're good. Oh. Wow, that was all it wanted us to do. Okay. We'll take it. There we go. Upper house is good now, I believe. Oh, the lawn edging. Right. This thing has a very big fascination with edging, so we'll have to take that part a little bit seriously. There we go. Let's just put you there, just so that you're out of the way. Get rid of you. Thankfully the stepping stones are at least easy. Imagine if you had to pluck the stepping stones out of the walkway to clean them. Just so that way you could actually clear the underside of it all. Okay, a little bit on the edge of the edge. There we go. There we go. That section's good. Glad we don't have to do the entire thing in one run. There we go. Just clean off the top. And much better. And admittedly, this game's probably going to make me say a lot of just focusing on the edging. And I'm not sure how bad that will actually be for me, but I don't think I get clipped enough for it to necessarily matter, so it should be fine. Now, stone should be relatively easy to clean off, so let's just do this. Whoop. Now, is that thing dirty at all? No. Okay, that's at least good for us. So his house is fine, just he took zero care of his backyard. It's not a very good way to own your home, friend. You gotta at least take care of the backyard. You never know who's gonna come and join you for tea. Oh, no, you come here. That's all dead. Okay. That's okay. We'll take care of it. Let's just take care of the fence first. Because it's always just nice to do these simple swaths back and forth. Ooh. Then the top, which I'm going to assume is under here. Yeah. Makes sense. And I think it's each panel needs to be cleaned on its own, so that's at least a good way to tell whether or not you're doing a good job or not. That's alright. Now then. I guess going forward, we probably should see about a... not a composite game, but just a better game to have after Touhou, just so that we can maybe make Saturdays just general Touhou nights. Because I do have... there are a lot of Touhou fan games out there. There was a platformer I was trying recently that I was thinking of just saving for its own thing. But we could kind of switch it up a bit, where we do maybe 2 hours of the regular mainline Touhou, and then 2 hours of a fan-made Touhou. Just so that way it'll actually not hurt my hands as much, and at least that's a bit more of a solid schedule than 3 in 1. What's up? Do you do bikes? I could do with someone running their thing over my deadbeat dirt bike. Cool, that's a new job. Then Florian would like to climb up and down the rock garden all day, pretending we were on Mount Rushless and the pond was the crater. Okay, Calvin, you're allowed to fantasize here, but just be realistic. I have no idea how I explained the fish being there, though. The fish are just magical. That's about normal. Now, how much of the trails... I'm assuming I need to clean the backside of the trails, too. Oh god, yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Gotta be a little bit slower on the trails, I guess. All of that's still dirty. We do not want that. Much better. There we go. I also do like the little icons for what position you're in, because it almost feels like just a sniping position, but you're just using a power washer. It's a little bit excessive, but it's just the little touches that count for this game. There we go. Jude, if you ever starting Oh, okay, that did not like you very much, Kenny. Just give me 1 second to translate that. If you ever started to sell merch, you need to sell that hairpin. Oh yeah, the power hairpin. That probably would make sense to sell as merch, but that is kind of a weird sticking point in terms of potential copyright, because I'm not sure if the power symbol itself falls under fair use, but definitely would be a good idea to look into. Let's see. The umbrella need to be cleaned? The umbrella needs to be cleaned. Guys, why did you dunk your umbrella in the river? I'm gonna assume I need to get on top of that, too. I know the Bluetooth symbol is copied. Yeah, I kind of figured the Bluetooth symbol would be. I don't... I don't think the power symbol itself is under fair use just yet, but I'll check. They wanted to see if they could use it as a boat. Not sure if it means specifically as a boat, Kenny, but... I mean, the Bluetooth symbol as a boat would be kind of fun. Oops. Clean the pole a little bit. And is the top bad? Okay, the top is bad. That explains a lot. Get up to there. Have you not seen Mary Poppins? If I have, it's been a very, very long time since I have. Because that's a bit of an older movie, so... That one's not quite as much on my wanting to watch list as other things would be. There we go. I think it's a good portion of this off. Then just gotta get that SWAT behind me and we're good. Oh wow. It actually allowed all of that to be cleaned off in one sitting. Okay. We'll take it. Unsubscribes, unfollows, leaves chat. That's my favorite live-action Disney movie. Well, it's definitely a good movie. And Kenny, you're allowed to do that if you want. Just you gotta remember that my memory is absolute garbage, and the Mary Poppins movie isn't exactly new by any stretch of the imagination. So there's not going to be much chance for me to remember that one, unfortunately. But I do remember it exists, at least. I'm not that dense. That pole? Apparently I still need to clean the pole in places. Where the heck is that still dirty? On this side? Oh wait, duh. The bottom half, that's it. No, Jude, Oi. Let's see. No, Jude, you suck with me till you hit me with the ban hammer. You're stuck with me until you hit me with the ban hammer. Okay. That's fine. I don't really have any intention on banning you anytime soon, Kenny. Because there's not really a reason to. Like, the English breaking would probably upset a few people, but aside from that, like, it's fine. Now, do the legs count? Okay, the legs count. Cool. That's way. Alright, so that should be all of the table clean. Let's just work on the chairs. Yeah, the ban hammer is mainly just for, like, bots and people who are... Like, the people who just do rub me the wrong way. It obviously doesn't show very much in chat while we're going, but there are things that do kind of just piss me off, but we keep that to the private times, because no one actively needs to see me being angry. That was like 5 feet up. Yeah, it seems to be in this game, if you jump, it just kind of pops you up. And hey there, Aiden. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the evening's treating you well so far. Yeah, we kind of swapped over to Powerwash Simulator, because Touhou was hurting my hands, which is a little expected, but we got at least 3 hours in, so that's pretty good practice. But this game's just nice. We can just kind of sit back with it and shoot the shit, for lack of better phrasing. There we go. Wonder if you're playing a Mario game in secret? No, I wouldn't be playing Mario in secret. That would require having a Nintendo console on, and all of my Nintendo consoles are off at the second. Or at least off as they should be, considering Switches tend to stay on for sleep mode and all that. Now let's see here. Let's just section off this area and just finish that off, because this is going to be annoying to come back to if we focus on one chunk at a time. Get rid of all you. And considering we're up a little close, probably should do that. There we go. Oh god, yeah, we still have a lot to go there. Have I not finished cleaning that yet? I have not. Huh. There we go. Thought I was missing something. Now then, what else is bad? Chairs are still bad. Let's just do the chairs first, then, and we can focus on the floor. Because the floors are always just awkward. There we go. So satisfying. It very much is satisfying just having the mass amount of dings. Okay, it's the legs on that side. Just because you just get anything done. And it's just, oh hey, you did a good job, friend. Here's a sticker. It's like in either the old shows or the specific schools, where if you did something the teacher actually said, they gave you a little banana sticker. I think the one I'm specifically thinking of is the Power Girls, or not Power Girls, brain, please. The Powerpuff Girls, where the one teacher would just give them banana stickers for every little good deed they did, outside of, you know, saving Townsville. But that is kind of just what this game ends up feeling like, so not inherently a bad thing. Let's see. Much better. Who doesn't love a sticker? Exactly. I have a couple of stickers still left over to use from some of the sticker sets I've bought, but I have a couple of them just kind of leaning up on my pin board right now because I didn't really want to stick them to anything. Okay, there we go. There we go. That chair's good. Yeah, a couple of the stickers that I have left to use are Tarling stickers. Also, considering we're just washing the floor, can I just use, like, the big one? Because the floor itself shouldn't really take that much pressure to clean. Harper saw, hey Doc, bumped you into the park warden. He definitely needs your help. We're getting a lot of extra jobs already. That's what I do with mine, just pin them up instead. Yeah, that seems like a better way to do it, just so that way you don't stick it to something important, and then either you lose that thing or it just breaks. Like I have done with some computers in the past, just because, A, you like decking out your computer with a lot of fancy stuff, but lately it's probably better to just stick that thing up with lights. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Better to stick your computer up with the lights, just so that way you don't get... Oh, we actually done this area? Cool. That means we can do the wood. And I think there's still something on... Is there something still here? Oh yeah, just in places you would not expect. I know something I used to do a good chunk of, actually, is that... Obviously, I do have the pin board, but I haven't really been looking at Etsy lately to see what kind of pins I could get. I'm not sure if COVID kind of just stopped me from wanting to grab more pins or not, but I might look into some in the future just so that way I can, A, support people on Etsy, just because it's nice to support crafters, but B, also to just fill out the rest of it. Since there is some... I was collecting the Pokemon TCG pins before in those blister sets where you could get like a gigantic card, 3 packs, and a pin, those kinds of things. Those were always at least nice to pick up when I had the option. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to wash it from this side basically now. Those were always nice to pick up. but kind of stopped doing that lately just because I haven't had a place to put the cards anymore. And I might need to find a better option for actually storing the cards before I buy more of the pins. Oh, you also did a bit of that. How large of a collection of the pins do you have at this rate, Mitchie? Just because I know that's over there, I think. I think we're mostly good on this side. I'm just assuming I need to clean the back side of it off, too. Yeah, I need to clean the back side of it off, too. That makes sense. Yeah, do you have a crap ton of them as well, Mitchie? Because I know I've filled up about a quarter of the board with mine. And I think the fanciest one I've got is the shiny Mega Gardevoir pin. I wasn't really expecting to find that, but that was still a good find to actually have up there. Oh wow, you actually let me have that. Okay. Let's see here. I've got all the Tapus, I believe. Yeah, I've got all 4 Tapus. I've got the 3 legendary beasts from Gen 2. I've gotten a few of the mythical ones from, I think, last February when they were doing... Not last February. Was it 2021 February for those? Where they were doing that, like, mythical per month thing with the plushies and the pins and the unique card sets. There we go. At least 20. I haven't put them anywhere yet. My favorite is my Mega Mewtwo. Okay. Mega Mewtwo is always a good pin to grab. Okay. I'm gonna need to have some pressure for that. Alright, you're coming off. Don't worry, I see you. Now let's see. Is that all just its own thing that we need to worry about? That might actually be on its own. That would help out a lot. Now the real question, is it Mega Mewtwo X or is it Mega Mewtwo Y? Because if I recall correctly, the Mega Mewtwo X is a bit fancier, since obviously the fighting type one is a little bit bigger. They really gotta clean off his birdhouse, huh? I really should not get the birdhouse out. In the lake, friend. There we go. Mega Y. Okay. Mega Y is the slightly cuter and adorable one, since it's more in line with Mew than it is the base Mewtwo, which is kind of where X leans into. There we go. Let's see. Where else is there some grime on this birdhouse? Oh, inside. Oh, geez. I didn't even think of looking inside the thing. There we go. Then, do I gotta clean the underside? Yeah. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. But Mega Y is definitely a good one to have. I didn't get any of the Mega Mewtwo pins, I don't think. At least from what I can see. But definitely a nice one to grab. I'm going to assume that they're probably about $15 to $20 on eBay now, if I at least remember my pin pricing right. Because I don't think they go up usually too far once they're out of commercial circulation at the very least. But definitely does become a problem when you need to buy them secondhand, because people like jacking up the prices of things a good chunk. Let's see. The lawn edging is this entire area. Okay. That's not too bad. Can we just do this slowly? I'd almost want to see this game being speedrun, just because I'd want to wonder how you actually speedrun just washing everything. Because that seems like it would be very silly to do. Because you can just, whoops, imagine someone just coming up and being like, okay, we're going to take care of X, Y, and Z in just all manner of actually cleaning. They probably have optimal paths for the actual cleaners themselves after the van rush, just so that way you can use your money to the best of your abilities. Maybe not buying the upgrades, but the cleaning solutions themselves actually give them the speed they need to get through everything. And the last time I saw someone playing this, I always thought you were just cleaning off the top of a pond for some reason with this. Just because of how flat the bottom of this actually is. Oh wow, there's actually a lot in here. But definitely a good thing to keep in mind that no, there is not water in this. You do not need to be that bad with it. There we go. My next favorite would be Primal Kyogre. Okay. The Primal Orca is definitely a good one to have as well. Let's just get in here. No. No, I cannot stand up. Is there anything over here? Oh god, yeah, there's a lot over here. The Primals are definitely good as well. Since they would have been done in the Gen 6 run of cards, then they're definitely not much on my list either. I don't even have a base Kyogre pin. I should really look into that, see next time they actually do a Kyogre pin release. Because that's going to be an interesting one to get. I feel like I've seen those before, though. Because the Primals are definitely, like, in... Wow, it actually gave me that? Okay. I mean, I'll take it. The Primals are definitely good ones to have. Because they're probably not going to be coming back anytime soon, but... Yeah, they are fairly neat looking, aren't they? Because all things considered, they're just their base forms. Their eyes kind of just get... Not... What's the word? They don't get monstered out, but... They tend to just get a little bit... Oh god. These rocks are definitely really awkward to clean, aren't they? You need to get inside every little nook and cranny of them to get things right. There we go. Bit better. There we go. That's nicer. Now then, what else do we got? A couple more rocks up here, and then probably this entire thing counts as well. Yeah, pond wall. We have to take care of all of this. And there's going to be little cracks in places that just need to be cleaned out too, so... We'll probably need to get a little bit closer for those, because they're just everywhere, and they blend in exactly with the rocks. Yeah, man. I do kind of wish I got my hands on some of the extra mega pins from when that run was going. Oh, it's just there. Actually, a lot to actually do. Does the top of that also count towards pond wall? The top of that does count towards pond wall. Okay. New job and extra cleaning liquid. Is this the Dirt Finder General? Get your details from a certain Harper Shaw, and there's alleged dirt problem at the local playground. Okay. Saw my dream RV at the auctions, all creamy, like toffee pie on wheels. Okay, I'm liking Harper so far at the very least, and that's not a sentence that's going to come out of my mouth very often. But he's definitely an entertaining guy. Also, admittedly, that humor's really only going to work on Canadians, but... Oh well. Let's see. Unfortunately, it's sold for a crazy amount, but the dream lives on. Rest in peace, Harper. He'll get it one day. Let's see. Mercari is a good place to find Pokemon pins for cheap. I don't actually know what that is, Mitchie. If you could PM me the site on Discord, that would help me a good chunk, just that way I can take a peek. Just because I know when I was looking up the pins, I was just looking at eBay for the most part, which I know isn't the best place to do it, but it's where I usually found my secondhand stuff for a decent price. As long as you did a little bit of digging at least. Oh, jeez. All the dirt just blends in with the rocks way too easily for me. There we go. Oh, it's like eBay, but more organized in my opinion. Okay. Well, definitely not a bad thing, because eBay is not the best organized thing in the world. Definitely not the worst, but they could do a lot better. And I'm sure the people who actually run on that storefront would probably say the same. Oh. Wow, it actually Gave me a lot for that. Okay. Alright, let's just clean out this little bed then. I'm gonna assume I need to get in there. Yeah. They've just got stuff everywhere. And we need to be the ones to take care of it. Much better. Let's just get the ding on this, and we can kind of double back and get the cement all cleaned up. Get that going. Oops. Gonna have to stand up. That's fine, though, because that will give us that. Then I think that's it for the extra pieces here. So, nope. Retaining wall cap. Oh, have I not done this yet? Whoops. I forgot to actually do the cap on there. Now, where might we be looking? And will that take into account the bottom? Yes, it will. Okay. So we just need to get under here. Not quite. I wonder... Will that be better for this? Just so that way we can actually get in there. A little bit down there. Alright, that's good. And aside from that, I'm not really seeing much on this block at least. So this must extend to somewhere else. Maybe... Okay, yeah, these. That's fine. Let's see, 15-degree nozzle is probably okay for this. We'll just clean that up nice and slowly. There we go. What does that count as? That counts as pond edge? That's its own thing. Kind of surprised they didn't include that with the rocks, but... Alright, there's the edging done. There's that edge done. Now let's just clean up the rest of the floor here. Then we'll work on the rest of the garden. And then, considering the time, yeah, this one map will actually kind of carry us to the end, so... Let's just see how good we can do at cleaning the rest of this. Let's see. 40-degree nozzle? Because it's just stone. We don't need to put that much effort into cleaning it, I don't think. Or we might need to. This is just for a general spray down, but there is kind of nastier stuff underneath. Okay, fine. One down. This should be enough to get rid of that crap at the very least, but... There we go. Much better. And it is partially nice that they didn't make the ding too compound, depending on the size of the thing that you finish cleaning. Because cleaning the patio floor is probably going to be a pretty big ding if they did it based on size. And since we're almost there, we should be able to hear that pretty soon. Get rid of all of you. Do not need any of you going. There we go. Oh yeah, and also we won't be skimping out on Pokemon tomorrow. I know the last couple of Sundays I've kind of put it off, but we should be good to play it on Sunday this time. Because we kind of need to deal with Fantina, and we may as well just kind of push through and get that done. Oh, yeah, there we go. Patio done. Nice. Now, I do wonder, does that all count towards retaining wall cap? Maybe not. But I'm thinking with the Pokemon run, I will allow the trade evolution on the Haunter, since I can do that myself. But I won't allow something that requires an item. So if we ever do like a dark run in the future, that would be not allowing Weavile or anything like that. Until we actually find the Razor Claw in... Let's see, where is that again? That's near the end of Victory Road from what I recall. Actually need more pressure for that. That's awfully rude of you. Much better. I'm not cleaning that all too well, so there's definitely tougher grime on it. Okay, fair enough. Much better. I need a Razor Claw too. Yeah, there's only one Razor Claw in the pre-game, or like pre-Elite Four. There's a second one after you beat the Elite Four, but the Razor Claw itself is in Victory Road, right near the end of it. So if you need a Weavile to deal with Cynthia, then... Wait, pick up and place equipment. Oh, the stepladder. You actually saw it from that far away. Okay. Yeah, if you need a Weavile for Cynthia, then you can at least get Weavile before her. Oh, it gave me that. I'll take it. Let's see, retaining wall cap. I'm assuming I need to clean all of these for that to count, right? Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see here. Clean all that off. Because I know in my personal playthrough of the game, I actually kind of just stopped caring about it, but I left it right before the Elite Four. So when we do the poison type run, that's probably going to end up being my first run through of the league, and I know that's not going to be a very easy time for us. Mainly because there's a weird thing they decided to do with the BDSP Elite Four, which some people liked, some people didn't like. I think I'm kind of in the camp of not liking it, but I just like to have the option of saving the harder stuff for the post-game for Pokemon. There we go. Let's see. That should be all of the dirty stuff up here. Good. Yeah, so we just need to work on the actual equipment. Sweet. But I can talk about the Pokemon stuff tomorrow, once we're actually playing the game. Just so that way we can keep the topic together. And just in the right VOD for it. Also, a little bit of a weird way to clean a lawnmower, but I can't really fault it too much. Oh god, are parts on the lawnmower just different? Hey, buddy boy. Ah, there we go. A little bit there. There we go. And the handle's its own beast. There we go. Now, everything on the lawnmower should be okay as long as the tires don't count as anything separate. Cool. Alright then. Shed. Let's deal with the shed. And admittedly, I am partially losing my voice, but I have been talking a little bit too much today compared to normal, so that's expected. We'll be able to rest my voice for... Oh, Calvin. Looks like you're almost done. My girls can't wait to get out there. Okay. Yeah, we'll be done with it soon, buddy. Just gotta do a little bit of house cleaning. Oh, the wind chime, too. Okay. But we should be good for Pokemon tomorrow. Tomorrow might actually just be a bit of groaning, because I'm not sure how good or bad Fantine is actually going to be for us. But depending on if we can have a Gengar with Shadow Ball just absolutely murder Hermesmagus, then we should be okay. Sadly, we don't have much for the Drifblim, but just having poison against ghosts isn't inherently a bad thing. Let's see. Can I get on the roof on my own? Not really. I guess I need the stepladder for that. Where are you, buddy? Right here should be good. And up. There we go. Probably not supposed to be on someone's shed like this, but that's fine. We don't weigh anything. So we need to be up here anyways to clean. Or does that just count as shed roof? The trim might just count as shed roof for the purposes of the calculation, but there we go. A little bit more. Oh, I'm missing some big swatches. Hold up. A little better. And should just be that, right? No. Oh, I guess I missed enough back here to actually cause that issue. Okay. We'll do our damnedest. Really, I'm gonna get into there. Okay. Here to view. You've been annoying. Well, I'm gonna assume shed roof also counts the outside of the trim, right? Yeah, that counts the outside of the trim. That makes sense. And then should just be there, right? Not quite. That is most of it. How about underneath? I think that might be part of it. There we go. Let's just do that to the other side. Do. Don't mind me. There we go. There we go. That's an awkward part to clean, but... Oh. Window should be good. Where's... Oh, right there. Okay. Get the planter cleaned up. Under? There we go. And then we'll almost be done with this. Then we can move on. I can get some sleep. And then presumably everybody else can get some sleep too, since most of my audience is EST. And most of us tend not to stay up super late. Let's see. How much of this foundation? Okay. Foundation doesn't count for a lot, so let's just get the bottom ding out of the way, since that's probably going to be fairly easy. Yep. There we go. And let's clean up the shed itself. Because as long as we can clean off the walls, that's usually pretty okay for percentage. And then window. Let's be nice and careful with the window. There we go. Much better. Mostly good. Just some of these little corners are a little bit awkward, which is fair. Oops. Guess you are kind of just washing a window. You don't exactly need soap to get it done, but there we go. That nice and cleaned up. Water plants are done. Much better. And I might need to stop talking soon, just because it's getting a little annoying getting that voice out now. So why don't we just turn on the radio, and then I can just kind of stop talking for a bit unless I need to. Where is Pretzel at? Hey, buddy. There we go. What am I on? Let's just do that. And yes, I did specifically put on lo-fi, just so that we could put people to sleep. It's not my inherent evil plan to take over the world, it's just to make all humans fall asleep, but... Is that really all for the shed? It tends to help at the very least. Better. Oh no, lo-fi, my one musical weakness. It does tend to be a couple people's weaknesses, but... Oh, duh, this side. But overall, it's not a bad thing to have as a weakness. You could have grunge as your weakness, but then you'd be deaf in probably 7 years. Actually, no, not grunge, sorry. How do you say the German? Gabberstag, I think? Don't quite know how that one's pronounced. But if you had to listen to Gabberstag for a while, then... Or Gabberstag, sorry, not B. I need a G on that. That music tends to just hurt. And if you're listening to that at a fairly loud volume, then it tends to just be nonsense. Because imagine taking well, not even metal. Taking drum and bass, putting the Nightcore speed on it, but putting metal volume on it. Gabberstag is painful. I used to listen to it a little bit out of idle curiosity, but it is not anything I would recommend by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see here. I see you. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's good. Oh, you gotta clean every little inch of the barbecue. Okay. I guess all of it kind of counts together, so... Gotta get the underside, too. There we go. Then how much more? Oh, there we go. Then this part probably shouldn't be as bad to clean off. Everything here is just tiny. Yeah. Wonder if it'll let me get away with that. No, it won't. Okay. Fine. Get a little bit more pressure on. Bit better. Nope. And the buttons individually? Oh no, just all of them. Okay. Here we go. What else counts? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Get you out of the way. Then all we should need to do is the swing. There we go. Oh, no, the trim. Gotcha. just one last bit of edging. Which this is definitely the most amount of edging I've needed to do in a game before, but... There we go. That's what I was missing. There we go. That's just you. You're not too bad at the very least, but... Let's just make sure it's nice and tidy. Just so that way we don't have to double back on too much. Please. There we go. Also, is it really letting me grab my footstool from here? Wow, it is. Okay. That's okay. We're fine with breaking the laws of physics. There we go. Could definitely be a lot quicker at this, but... I think this game's more just about relaxation anyways. So, as long as you can kind of just sit back, not have to think too much, I think that's kind of the best idea with Powerwash Simulator. Just sit back, idly spray things, get your congratulatory dings. Oh god, could you imagine turning this into a drinking game, actually? Every time you actually heard a ding, you needed to take a drink. I wonder how quickly, or what level, you would need to be at for certain people to actually get completely wasted off of that idea. And that would be one way to make this game not very relaxing, is just making them as drunk as possible and not being able to actually see the dirt. Like I was having trouble with earlier, admittedly. But no, I have not been drinking, so don't worry about that. There we go. And I believe I just need to clean the underside now. At least I think so. We'd be wasted so fast. I'd imagine a few people might be, but you never know what people's tolerance is nowadays, so... Who knows? Maybe some people would actually be able to survive to the at least third or fourth map. Am I really missing? Oh, the edge. Never mind, apparently I do have a little bit of edging left to do. I have a lot of edging left to do. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Get you down. Much better. Go up. Probably should make sure the sofa itself is properly clean first. Just because having to spray that everywhere is not going to make this any easier to actually clean. Yeah, all in here. All of that is very nasty. There we go. Now then, should just be the chains and the sofa itself. Then a fence post I missed. Oh no. Where I missed a fence post? There we go. There we go. There's the chains. And then the sofa's pretty easy. Sofas are pretty boxy shaped, so nothing to really worry about there. There we go. Okay. A little bit more on the cushions. That makes sense. Although I'm assuming I need to clean the underside of it too, so that's not a huge concern. Bottom part is, however. Can I, like, crawl underneath it? No. That's fine. Much better. Just gotta clean this off and then we're good with the sofa. And then I need to find a fence post that I missed, apparently. Oh, that's so close. What am I missing? Nothing there. Oops. There we go. Alright, and then a fence post. What fence post would I have missed? Oh. This one. There we go. Nice and easy. Hey Doc, Cal here. Got a job for you over at my folks' bungalow and you can fix it in. Fit it in? Couple budding mountaineers already clambering over that rock garden. I intend to join them. Thanks again for the great job, and if I hear anyone in need, I'll send them your way. Cool. Always good to get word of mouth advertising. Tends to be the easiest way to actually get work done. But that's about as much as I've got in me. So let's just see a fast forward of all that, because that's always just satisfying to watch. And then, let's see if I can find the shop, because we should be able to get... No, that was 9, not 5. Okay. That's fine. We'll do Powerwash another day. But for now, that's about as much juice as I've got in the tank. So, let me bring up Twitch really quick. And we can find somebody to raid. Quit. Cool. Get rid of that. Oh boy. Yeah, get rid of you. Oh dear. I seem to be dropping some frames now. So now is a good time to raid anyways. Let's see here. Twitch, who's online? There we go. That's a real person. That's Castlehead. Castlehead has actively shown his face a lot. That's admittedly fairly normal for him, so not gonna fault that too much. Yuma's doing Paper Mario. Sari is doing Picture Cards Online. I've never heard of that. Honey's going. Lemma, I believe, is cleaning up. So that was B&O. Let's see here. You know, I don't exactly get a chance to raid Papa very often. So why don't we do that? And I'll just make sure to change my game back, so that way it actually reads as Touhou. Oops. Touhou. Probably better to just type out embodiment of Scarlet, isn't it? Not much is really going to have that. There we go. Done. Raid 1, raid 2. And let's go visit some folks playing not Dungeons and Dragons, but Far Reaches by the looks of it. Raid. Now, can I spell his name? Cool. Alright then. Yeah, that's about as much as I've got in my tank. So, thank you everybody for joining me while I broke my hands with Touhou, and thanks for staying while we went through Powerwash Simulator a little bit. We'll have to find some proper time for that one, since it's kind of a calm game that we can do pretty much anything to. But for now, I'll kick you over to Al, so have a good night, and I'll talk with you tomorrow if you want to join me for Pokemon. Bye-bye.